Welcome to AI Paper Drop. I'm Alex.
And I'm Maya. What if the latest bestseller on your Kindle is not actually a story, but a high-speed derivative product designed to trick your brain into thinking it is a masterpiece?
That sounds like conspiracy theory. I mean, we all know AI can write a decent email or maybe a bad poem, but a whole novel? Surely a human reader can tell the difference between a soulful book and something a bot spat out in 10 seconds.
That is exactly what everyone assumed. The common take was that AI books are just slop. The digital equivalent of those weird, fake reviews you see on products. The idea was that they are so low quality that buyers just ignore them, and therefore, they do not actually threaten human authors.
Right, because writing a book is about pacing, character arcs, and a specific voice. If it is just a generic AI mashup, it should just sink to the bottom of the search results and stay there.
Exactly. But a new paper just dropped that looked at over 14,000 self-published genre fiction books on Amazon from 2023 to 2026. And the results are honestly a bit haunting.
Wait, 2026. This data goes into the future?
It is a projection and analysis of current trajectories based on the data they tracked. They are looking at how the market is shifting in real time. And what they found is that while the AI books might be slop, the sheer volume of that slop is starting to drown out the humans.
Okay, so how do they actually track this? Because authors do not exactly put a label on their cover that says generated by GPT-4.
They did not. The authors did not disclose it. Instead, the researchers used full-text AI detection across the entire catalog. They basically scanned these books to see if they contain substantial AI text, which they defined as more than 25% of the book being bot-generated.
So they are basically playing detective with the pros. But why does that matter? Even if there are a million AI books, as long as people buy the good human ones, the market stays healthy, right?
That is the core of the problem. Think of it like a parking lot. There are only so many prime spots right at the front where people actually see the cars. In the book world, those are the top-ranked positions on Amazon.
Right, the algorithms that suggest what you should read next.
Exactly. Now, imagine a human author spends a year writing one incredible novel. They take one parking spot. But an AI user can pump out 100 novels a year. They are not trying to write the great American novel. They are just trying to occupy every single parking spot in the lot.
So it's not a battle of quality. It is a battle of real estate.
Precisely. It is a scaling engine. AI is acting like a productivity steroid. It allows a single person to flood the zone with content that is just good enough to be clicked on, which pushes the human authors further and further back into the shadows.
I can see how that would happen. But surely the money still follows the quality? If I buy a book and it is garbage, I will not buy another one from that author.
Here is where it gets wild. The researchers looked at the sales records. They found that the number of books actually making sales grew nearly 20-fold, but the total revenue only grew about 9-fold.
Wait, so more books are selling, but there is not proportionally more money? That means the pie is not growing as fast as the number of people trying to eat it.
Exactly. Revenue per selling book is falling across almost every genre. The market is being diluted. And the most successful AI books are doing something really sneaky.
What is that?
They are using rare expressions. You would think AI is just bland and generic, but the top-selling AI books actually use more distinctive, vibrant language than some human books do.
Wait, that sounds like the AI is actually getting better at being creative. That is a win, right?
Not quite. The researchers found a specific gradient. For AI books, as their revenue goes up, their overlap with existing human books also goes up. They are not inventing new, vibrant imagery. They are recycling high-impact phrases from existing human works.
Oh, so it's like a collage. They're just stealing the most evocative sentences from 1,000 different human authors and stitching them together to trick our brains into thinking the book has soul.
That is exactly what is happening. It is a simulation of creativity. And because they can do this at near zero cost, they are winning those top-ranked positions that used to belong to humans.
That is actually terrifying. If the AI can just mimic the auras of the best writers and flood the market with a million versions of it, Why would anyone spend a year writing a book?
That is the billion-dollar question. The paper points out that this is especially bad in places like Kindle Unlimited, where the barrier to entry is even lower. Human authors are losing the most ground in the genres where AI diffusion is the highest.
So this is not just about books. This is a blueprint for everything. Stock photos, music, technical writing. If you can produce 1,000 okay things for the cost of one great thing, the okay things win because they occupy all the space.
Exactly. It is the death of the middle-class creator. You can be a superstar who transcends a noise, or you can be drowned by the tide of AI slop. There is no longer a comfortable middle where you can just be a decent writer and make a living.
It feels like we are moving from a world of curation to a world of saturation.
That is a perfect way to put it. The takeaway here is that AI does not have to be better than humans to beat them. It just has to be faster and louder. If you are enjoying this, follow or subscribe to AI Paper Drop wherever you listen. It really helps, and we have a new episode every day.
Paper by Tuin Chakraborty, Shinua Liu, Jane C. Ginsberg, Paramveer Dylan, produced by AI Paper Drop.